moving on to Russia here. So this is interesting. We were talking about Russia last week, the number 3 player in the world when it comes to Bitcoin mining, as far as what they supply to the hash rate. And, some little bit of volatility in the cryptocurrency market because it seemed like the various parties, powers that be in Russia were in disagreement over where they were going as a country as far as regulation goes. And so actually this morning breaking news that the government and the central bank agreeing that they want to regulate cryptocurrencies, going to actually label it as a currency instead of a foreign currency in lieu of classifying it as like a stock or something. So basically this proposal is transactions of $8,000 or more, currency adjusted, need to be reported, and exchanges need to be licensed. This sounds like good news if you were wondering about what route Russia was going to take.
And it's also probably a framework we can start thinking about in the US. The US, we know, is talking about what sort of regulations are going to be put in place here. It doesn't seem like there's going to be any sort of bans or anything like that. But what are the rules? What are the caps on transactions? Do you treat it like a security or like a currency? My argument has long been that this is more like a currency, and we'll talk about some of the reasons why I think that when we talk about Solana. But this is interesting that they're sort of putting their stake in the ground. This is the way that we're going to look at it, because now as the US tries to think about what their regulations are going to look like, they're now competing against other countries. And you're even seeing crypto havens pop up in kind of typically island countries around the world who are just want people to move their crypto there to avoid taxes. So there's going to be a lot of kind of cat and mouse here from a lot of different countries around the world.
Yeah, and I know we're gonna touch on another project, XRP, that has had some interesting headlines that I'm not going to maybe take the thunder away from that story, that might affect regulation as well, in terms of how governments and regulators are viewing crypto right now. So these are all important developments, even though they're around the world, for how U.S. lawmakers might view crypto, whether it's a security or whether it's a currency.